Here's how you can beat every dojo in Moco Chapter 2 Expert Training 1. For the first dojo, catch me if you can, screenshot this build right here. In the beginning, run past the first 2 sets of frost stompers and use your snow globe to attract all the nearby frost stompers into one big clump. Once you've successfully grouped together the frost stompers, kite around them and spam your pepper spray, rockets, and your snow globe. What makes the monster slugger so important for this dojo is that on its 4th attack, it does the AoE damage, which also slows down all the frost stompers. Make sure you use your energy module dash effectively, because if one of the frost stompers does manage to charge into you, it will slow you down and cluster you up with all the frost stompers, and it will be game over. Once the majority of the frost stompers have been eliminated, you can get a lot more closer to the remaining frost stompers and try to secure that sub 1 minute time. The gear power recommended for this dojo was around 4,100, but I managed to smash that and get 3,700 gear power with a sub 1 record. For the second dojo, shields up, screenshot this build right here. In the beginning, grab the attention of the 3 clusters of guards and diamond shells and get them into one big cluster group. Once you've done that successfully, use a snow globe and pair that up with the rockets and the pepper spray and dash away when necessary. Kite around the cluster of monsters and use the squid blaze dash if the diamond shells do get in hitting range of you. Keep repeating this tactic in a clockwise or anti-clockwise pattern just until the gadgets get recharged again. This dojo recommends a gear power of around 4,500, and I was able to complete this under 1 minute 30 seconds with a gear power of around 3,700. Towards the end of this dojo, the guards will get eliminated first and the diamond shells will still remain. Make sure you're careful because the diamond shells do have an increased movement speed and are able to hit you every once in a while. I would not recommend to dash towards the guards and wait till they're eliminated, because the shield will absorb your attack, and once those guards do get eliminated, you'll be able to dash towards those diamond shells, but make sure you don't dash into them when they have immunity, because your shot will be absorbed. If you do this all successfully, you'll be able to obtain a sub 1 minute 30 seconds time for this dojo with around a gear power of 3,700, which will give you an extra 10,000 XP along with completing this dojo. Third dojo, who's your daddy, screenshot this build right here. In this dojo, you'll have to attack 2 big papas, but in the beginning, grab the attention of 1 big papa and kite him to the bottom corner. Once you've successfully brought him into the corner, use the vitamin shot and the really cool sticker and hold onto the snow globe when he spawns the scorcher eggs. Use it then. Very important, all the scorcher eggs have been eliminated before you continue to attack the big papa. Once all scorcher eggs have been destroyed, keep cycling the vitamin shot and the really cool sticker and deal immense damage to the big papa. Make sure you hold onto the snow globe once it's in rotation again, because the first big papa will spawn scorcher eggs once again. Right before big papa spawns again scorcher eggs, make sure he's right in the corner, because some of those scorcher eggs do overlap and they'll be a lot more easier to destroy and it will be a lot more efficient. Once the first big papa has been destroyed, you can move on to the second big papa, and it's the complete same process. The gear power recommended for this dojo was around 5,000, and I was able to complete it under 2 minutes with a gear power of around 3,700. Once again, it's very important you save your snow globe for the scorcher eggs, because if they spawn, it will be game over. If your snow globe is not in rotation, make sure you shoot towards the scorcher eggs, because if they do spawn scorchers, it will be a lot more difficult to complete this dojo. This dojo does have some RNG involved from the chicken-o-matic, but I'd say it's really easy to complete if you do separate the 2 big papas from each other. Once again, like the first big papa, lure the second big papa into the corner, so when he spawns scorcher eggs, it'll overlap and be a lot more easier to destroy. If some scorcher eggs are left over when the rift is unstable, make sure you do destroy them, because the dojo will not end up until they're destroyed. Once everything is done successfully, you'll be able to obtain a sub 2 minute time for this dojo.